Hi all, this is Susan signing in for today's session. The Little Book of Auto Philosophy. Thank you Shruti there to give me this lovely book. Today's session is on the blessed and awesome benefits of reading books, my dear friends. Of late, I've often observed that many of the youngsters have lost out on this habit of reading books. And did you know, by reading, you could also live a few extra years. So welcome to this wonderful session on reading today. Alright, now let us understand the first benefit of reading. Have you ever thought that as you read, you imagine, you dream, your thoughts run wild, you are amazed, and sometimes you smile too. And thus in the process, your mind registers all those vivid and colorful thoughts in some part of your brain, which later comes out in the form of creativity. Yes, my dear friends, you guessed it right. The first benefit of reading is it helps you build your creativity. It makes you creative as a person. So all those of you who are running short on creativity, go grab a book and start reading today. The next benefit of reading is you gain language vocabulary. That is a better grasp of the language in terms of its grammar shades, and thus develop many different alternatives to speak, read, write in a certain context or express your thought. Language proficiency, my dear friends, is a big asset to have in life today. Then be it for the people who merely use it to connect to people, especially for our working professionals who are exposed to diversified ethnic population while working in different companies, or be it to just be good at conversations during your personal life, your parties, your friends, your network, etc. Hence, language vocabulary increases your networking abilities. A good language skill is a feather in the cap of a becoming leader and a great boost to every man's communication skills. The third awesome benefit, my dear friends, is reading prevents cognitive decline. Due to the accessibility of most of us to the internet, we are often, many times, loaded with a lot of necessary and unnecessary information. Especially during the last few months due to the lockdown, most of us have been loaded with lots of messages around the globe on our internet, through WhatsApp, etc. Often this excess information may lead to people suffering from information overload syndrome. Your attention span gets sustained if you read. Do you know that your speed to process information becomes more faster and qualitative? Reading sharpens your memory, which in turn helps you apply, analyze, and evaluate concepts and skills faster. Thus, reading prevents cognitive decline, directly meaning that the habit of reading leads to 2.5 lesser likelihood to develop Alzheimer's as a disease. Now let's understand the fourth awesome benefit of reading. Dear friends, do you know that reading induces good sleep? There is the sleep-inducing hormone in our brain called melatonin, which is produced and released in the brain by the pineal gland. Its production and release increases when we are in the dark and decreases when we are exposed to light. Now, most of us are used to watching TV, reading late night on the mobile, news, messages, etc. Exposure to artificial light after dusk decreases the production of melatonin in our brain. Now, when you read, it slows down your breathing, relaxes muscles, and makes your mind peaceful. And most importantly, it keeps you away from the artificial light, thus directly aiding to good sleep. Now let's understand one of my most favorite benefits of reading, my dear friends. It reduces stress. How does this do this? Research has proved that reading for as little as 6 minutes at bedtime, please remember 6 minutes at bedtime, is sufficient to reduce stress levels by 68%. This is done so because when you read, it slows down your heartbeat, eases muscle tension, and alters your state of mind. The French-born English cognitive neuropsychologist and founder of MindLab International, Dr. David Louis, had very interesting research findings on reading. He says that listening to music reduces your stress levels by 61%, which most of us music lovers are used to listening before going to bed. Drinking tea or coffee reduces stress levels by 54%, and taking a walk before you go to sleep reduces your stress levels by 42%. But mind you, my dear friends, reading reduces stress levels by 68%. Byproduct of stress these days is also most of our youngsters moving into depression. Did you know that reading alleviates the depression in most of the youngsters? It curbs negative thoughts swirling around in your brain before bed, but also stimulates that part of your brain which deals with depression as well. So that's it, my dear friend. Read more and feel de-stressed. Now for the most awesome benefit of reading, and rather unbelievable benefit of reading. Reading increases your lifespan by an average of 2 years. Unbelievable? I also do find that. Though there aren't much research studies to support this fact, the plausible conclusion towards this fact is that due to the innate benefits of reduction in stress levels, increased cognitive skills due to reading, research findings say that reading leads to enhanced emotional intelligence. Yes, that's right. Enhanced emotional intelligence, which is a must and a most sought after trait in the corporate industry today. Book readers who read books more than 30 minutes daily lived an average of almost 2 years longer than those who did not read at all. So for all those of you who are looking at living longer, healthier, go grab a book today and read them to increase your lifespan by an average of 2 years. So that's it, my dear friends, for today's session on reading. I hope you appreciate this wonderful, awesome secrets of reading. Let me know in the comment section below as to which is the latest book you have read and what has been your favorite book till now. Do like, subscribe to my channel and share the video with all those of you who may benefit from its contents. This is once again Susan signing off. I shall see you soon in my next video.